Okay, so back to the menu. I feel really defeated. So let's see something I can understand. Um, that's kind of like a Galaga type game here. That might be a bit more my speed, sort of a straightforward kind of a shooting game. Heartland. Find 6 missing pages from the magical book of Heartland. Destroy the 6 dark pages created by the dreaded warlock Maiden and beware his followers. Their spells distract you from your goal. Your spells include a top hat, swords, fireballs, bubbles, and stars. Collect the book first to help you find each page. The bed takes you to the next land. This claims to be a platformer, but I mean, I don't know. It does sound kind of interesting, but I really don't want to wander into another one of those. I really don't want to wander into another adventure game situation and be completely lost. Maybe we'll take a look at this impossible mission. I've heard pretty good things about this. Um, Penetrate Professor Elvin Atombinder's underground base, evade his robot guards, discover the passwords for the robots, lifts, and control center, search the furniture in all 32 rooms, and find Atombinder's control center. Use your pocket computer to stop him triggering a global missile attack. You definitely do not want to stay in his base forever. That one screen, like this yellow screen, looks manageable. This, with all those buttons there, that looks unmanageable. Why don't we take a look? How impossible could it be? Stay a while, stay forever is what I heard. Very welcoming game. Alright, so. Alright, just up and down? Oh, okay. All those buttons on the screen made me really nervous. Oh, it's drawing a map for us. Security Terminal 14. Select function. Reset lifting platforms in this room. Temporarily disable robots in this room. Oh. Password required. Password required. Okay. Alright, we've got kind of elevators. I've never played this before, so I'm figuring things out. It's kind of painfully bright. Let me dim that. Let me dim it down some for you. Probably stand to take it down a lot more than that, but I don't know. That's where I'll leave it for now. We might wander into a really dark area and be lost. So that was Terminal 14. I imagine they're scattered around with no particular order. Terminal 7. Oh, the jumping. What a jump. Alright, well, we just bypassed a whole room there. $12. Okay. Um... Look at these narrow platforms. Oh, perfect. Terminal 1. Even Terminal 1 requires a password. Oh, I'm supposed to be searching furniture for passwords. Can I jump over that robot? I can. Oh, I just got fried. This is an all the way up or all the way down situation. I can't jump off of it while it's moving either. I'm quite the acrobat. Nothing. The furniture disappears when we search it. This is bad timing. Wonder if I have do I have infinite lives? I don't seem to be being punished. I'm dying a lot here. Oh, I'm never going to be able to search that in time. These robots are far too fast. This game seems like it'll be a lot more manageable than the Wally game. Destroy him, my robots, eh? You know, they just might. They just might. Buddha Fingers, welcome in. Thank you for the subscription, Buddha Fingers. Thank you for the resub. For the 8 months. You've been very good to me, my friend. I don't know what I just found. As usual, I have no idea what I'm doing on the stream again. I threaded the needle perfectly there. Well, I can't say that this game could possibly be very challenging if I've got infinite lives. Doesn't seem very impossible to me. Says the guy who's doing nothing but dying over and over and over and over. Nothing. Alright, clearly don't know what's going on there. I really think I should have explored more on the left before heading immediately all the way to the right. I think if I'd stayed over here on the left, it would have given me like a, I don't know, a tutorial room or something. I mean, I feel like I know what to do, but I figured over here there's probably an easy room that to let you get used to searching. Yeah, and might even have an object that is mandatory for progress. Nothing. Nothing. It was like a down arrow pointing at an elevator? Oh, that's a like... Password accepted. Password required. Oh, so when I find a password, I don't know what room the password is for. Just doing the old hit all the buttons dance, see if anything happens. Nothing happened. So I've got a password for elevators in room 31. Oh, nope, it's gone now. What kind of secret lair have you wandered into this time? This is an impossible mission on the C64. I've been going through sort of random C64 games tonight. We played, we played Dino Eggs and Miner 2049er and Everyone's a Wally. That game was a disaster. I couldn't figure out a single thing to do. And now we just started up this one. Which we're looking for, searching furniture for passwords. We find a password. The thing is, we don't know what computer it goes to and which action it does in which computer. I have 2 passwords that I haven't used anywhere, so I should be able to somewhere do something. I'd actually have to go all the way down there to try it. I think I just didn't notice there was a... I think I didn't notice there was a computer at the top of the room, though. Don't remember if I tried that already. No good. Alright, well, we just head deeper into the lair. See, that's a password to something. But I don't know. I don't know where it works. It's just a random cryptic symbol of some sort. You're talking about the dialogue? It said, "Destroy him, my robots." I've only found one. I've only found one place where a password I've found works. I don't seem to have any way of like checking for like an inventory or anything like that. I don't know about like a log of passwords. I've only found one place where one of them seemed to work, and it was in the like tutorial room. They gave us a password and it worked immediately where we already were. Translation checks out. The boundaries of the robots seem to be like largely rather inconsistent, like how far they can go in any direction. There seems to be no penalty for dying. I mean, you get sent back to the start of the room you're in, but that's not much of a punishment. I thought I could be faster than that. Actually, getting sent back to the start of the room sometimes seems to be in my favor. First Pixel, good to see you. Missed out on Contra again. I'm afraid we did Super C earlier tonight, yeah. We had a couple of good runs. I did two 1CCs, and they were all right. I had 3 deaths in the first one, and I think 4 deaths in the second one. So it wasn't all night. It was an all right night for practice. And then we've just been playing C64 the rest of the night. I don't have a strong feel for this jump. But there's always more Contra. I'm always playing that on the stream. Oh my goodness, what is this? I don't get it. Oh, hang on. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Well, we'll just keep wandering. Let's see if anything ever becomes clear. Impressive. Thank you. Thank you. It was pretty good. Still, working toward the deathless run. So I've got I got quite a bit more work to do. Okay, no fall damage. Correct orientations of leftmost pieces. Have we enough pieces to solve the upper puzzle? Upper left puzzle. Need more pieces. Okay, I need 4. Sorry, I just don't know what I'm doing. I don't know I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, well, just keep playing until something becomes clear. I don't appear to be able to do anything in that room. Yes, I live I live in Wisconsin, so it's usually pretty cold, but even when it's not, I stream from the basement, so I'm usually pretty cold. But that's all right. That's how I like it. I like the cold. Ugh, that robot's down there causing mayhem. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. I just need to jump over that robot and come over here. There we go. Perfect. Alright, search this. I don't know what I got. I don't know what anything is. Hey, we've got a raid coming in. Nice. Welcome in, raiders. Good to see you. We've got Jay from Oh Hey at Jay here. Welcome to you. Welcome to your friends. Welcome to deep, abiding confusion. Welcome to a world of nonsense on the C64. I'm gonna type you a shout out, my friend, so that everybody can give you a follow and tell us about your stream. How did it go and what were you up to? Sonic the Hedgehog. I heard. Excuse me. I heard that there's an anniversary coming up or something. Sonic Origins came out. Ah. That's like a compilation of the Genesis games, right? Those are the only ones that I've the only ones I've played so far myself are the oh, nice. Are the Genesis games. We finally had a password accepted. It shut down the robots for a moment. We can search all the furniture. "31st anniversary." What isn't that an odd number though? Not 30 or 35, but 31. That feels very random. Usually people pick even numbers, right? It is what it is. I mean, any reason to celebrate. Don't let me be a don't let me squash the hype, which is what, my instinct is to do. Oh. So I've been playing a couple different games on the C64. The first two that I played went really well. They were pretty straightforward, kind of single screen platformers, which is really what I like on the C64. Then I tried Everyone's a Wally, which is an adventure game, and it was more of a misadventure game for me because it was a terrible nightmare and I couldn't figure anything out. And now I'm trying out Impossible Mission, which is so far not feeling too impossible. It's got sort of a Metroid style sort of layout where we're going back and forth in hallways and up and down elevator tubes. And I'm not really sure what our goal is. We're searching furniture to collect something. Sometimes we find, well, usually we find nothing in the furniture, but sometimes we find these pictures. Oh, I'm supposed to use that elevator. Oh no, are these gonna reset? They did not reset. This room is a loss. Hope I didn't just break the game. Yeah, so let me see. We're collecting these pictures. You see they're all kind of like Rorschach tests. And I guess if we put them together right, it'll form a recognizable image. This looks kind of like a house. I bet these two go together some way. They look like they belong together. But I really don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to see in these pictures. I'm just hoping it becomes more clear once I collect more of them, so I'm just moving along. And we're gonna see how it goes. I've been given each game like a half an hour to an hour of playtime. And let me see. Sometimes we find passwords in the furniture that will let us shut down the robots or move the elevators around. But even when we find a password, the game doesn't tell us we found one, and it doesn't tell us which computer it goes to. So we just have to kind of brute force try them all. It's not it's not necessarily the most satisfying way to make progress. Oh, yuck. We seem to have infinite lives. Never mind. I just ran out of lives. I didn't even know there was a limit. Enter your ID code on the Keyboard Hall of Fame. Frown it is. I don't know. I think I need a manual. I think I need a manual for this game. I should probably move towards something a little bit more understandable. So why don't we do that? Let me change the game. Let me put on something we might actually have a chance of figuring out. Here we go. I'm gonna pick something familiar. I think it's got to be this copy. How about the C64 port of Castlevania? How bad could this be, right? Oh my. Okay, new game. It's even got all the music. So I've never actually played this before. I hope it works. Alright. I mean, so far so good, right? We got fire button for whip and up is jump. We're collecting hearts, so there must be sub-weapons too. I don't know how we're going to use them, though. Oh, wow. You press the fire button, you tap it for the whip, you hold it for the sub-weapon. I've never thought to try that in a C64 game. I've never thought of the... They're so fast! I've never thought that the button might do different things depending on the length of time you held it for. I can't believe I never thought of that. Oh, we got invincibility? I have no hope of going up these stairs, do I? Miracles and wonders, my friends. Alright, we've got the holy water. I think our mission now is going to be to keep the holy water. I think it's going to be more useful than ever. This is like the blockiest, most painful Castlevania. It looks like Castlevania Legos. So far, it's pretty 1-for-1. I'm not really seeing anything that's significantly different with this version. The meat! I got robbed of the meat! It disappeared before I could eat it! It looks like a beta of the Famicom version. The NES is 8 bits, right? Is this 4 bits? Is the treasure here? It even has the treasure. It just really is Castlevania. So far, nothing's missing. It's really hard, though. It's really hard to play this with a joystick. I didn't want to change my weapon, but that might actually be a blessing. There's our Roman numeral. Oh, I'm dead. It looks off-brand, like Duplo blocks. Victory, we cleared a stage. Those are incredibly steep stairs. I'm worried about how narrow the steps are. Our character's feet are like this long and the steps are like this deep. Ooh. Got the cross. It's so weird. It's kind of fun. So if anyone's just come in, if you're not familiar with the stream, this is the kind of stuff we do sometimes. I'm primarily a retro variety streamer. We usually play stuff more from the NES to N64 era. Though I have been doing a lot of GameCube lately, too. And we usually work on original hardware. Though tonight, admittedly, I'm on a C64 Mini. I'm more a retro console guy than a retro computer guy. And we just try to have a really laid-back time several nights a week. I don't even know that anything came out of that candlestick. Managing stairs in a game when up is jump already, like... I really don't know that I can handle what this game is doing to me. Okay, I'll take it. That helped a lot. Well, I made it past a door, but with no lives in the pocket. Do we get to continue? I didn't save any states. Well, that's not good. It may just be that we don't get to play again. I don't know if it crashed because we died or if that was a coincidence. That's disappointing. I don't have a saved game. It's interesting that saving your game is even a mention as a possibility. Early cross. Okay, well we can see. How much better can I do now that I've already practiced the stage once? My brain really wants the button to be jump. We're actually still on a time limit. Welcome in, Kai. Good to see you. Is it almost 4 a.m.? Hey, we've got some people coming in. Another raid. Welcome in. Upside Down Matt, great to see you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to your friends. Welcome to, welcome to a version of Castlevania. You've probably played this before, though, Matt. I'm sure you've played this before. Welcome in, Venoman. Is that Avil Slayer? Linling? The Ruffian Gruff. There's Grig's Retro Channel. Great to have you all here. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the follow, Ruffian Gruff. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate having you on board. Where is somewhere safe to stand? Not here. I was safer before. I shouldn't have wandered around. The time limit's gonna eat me away. Gonna eat away at my life, rather. Let me, sorry, I'm typing with one hand. That's right. If it's even possible that anyone here doesn't already follow Upside Down Matt, use that link to correct the situation. Matt's a great guy. Does a lot of retro stuff. Does a lot of, like, wild and weird retro stuff. Stuff I've never seen before. Let me see. This almost looks like Castlevania. It almost is Castlevania. It's very similar. Greg, first time coming in through a raid. Matt says, I actually have played this, though I like the DOS version more. Yeah, I haven't. DOS is something I haven't experienced at all. One Love, welcome to the stream. Weird stuff is fun stuff. I agree. That's what I like about your stream. I see stuff that I've never even heard of before. And it's just wild and interesting. This game looks like a scaled down version of the NES. So far it's actually a 1-to-1 version of the NES. I mean, it looks a little blockier, but so far everything's been here. Unfortunately, even the time limit is here, and so we're about to run out of time. Look, the hidden treasures there. Well, look at that. I died before I could run out of time. Alright, so let's do some proper play. If you come in with a raid and you're not familiar with the channel, I guess I should introduce myself. I'm Frownie. I stream several nights a week. I'm primarily a retro variety streamer. NES to N64 is my real sweet spot. And I was mostly a Nintendo kid growing up, though I am familiar with the C64. It was actually the first place I played video games, was on the C64. Ghostbusters, what a beginning. But yeah, I like to branch out of my comfort zone, and we just try to have a real laid-back time on the stream. I struggle through a lot of really challenging games that are far too difficult for me, but what can I say? I'm addicted to the punishment. I like to work mostly on original hardware. We are not doing that tonight, sadly. I'm not. I'm very much a retro console collector, not so much a retro PC collector. I'm not really a PC guy in any form. So we're on a C64 Mini right now, but it does the job well enough. Oh, nice. We just barely survived. Even the secret points bags are here. That's right. They even included the treasures. So far, we kind of just started this up. So far, level 2 is the furthest I've been able to make it. Level 2 might be the furthest I do make it though, because unfortunately, the game seems to crash rather than give us a continue when I get a game over. I don't know if that was a one-time fluke. It's only happened one time so far, but we haven't been able to test it yet. So, while I would like to do a whole lot of this game, it might not be possible given our continue situation. Unless we're gonna restart at every game over and go for the coveted C64 Castlevania one credit clear. Does this version let you save? Supposedly. Let me test all the buttons. Uh-oh. Testing the buttons was a bad idea. I broke the game. I really did. I'm a clown. This is why I never use PCs. Supposedly there's a save feature. Yeah, I completely crashed it. Oh. I don't appear to be able to restore it. The C64 Mini itself lets me create save states, so in theory I could do that. Oh, did this create a state? Hang on. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I created this when it crashed before. All right, so let me see. Well, we can take it from the top. I can reclaim that life I lost. You save stated a soft lock. That I did. That I did. This is why... Fine work, Frownie. This is why I try and stick to original hardware. I know what I'm doing with that. Usually. I usually know what I'm doing. No, I accidentally walked inside. Oh, It's so sad to spawn the money bag and not be able to collect it. I love treasure. Intense, bright, flashing lights. I didn't know that was gonna happen. I've picked one of those up before too, but I don't think I didn't feel as bad before. I should play this game again, Greg says. Have it on 3DS Virtual Console or the Anniversary Collection on the Switch, but you've never played it on either. Yeah, you should definitely give it a go. I love Castlevania. I've played a lot of the original Castlevania on the stream. I one time even managed to beat the game deathless. That was a huge struggle. I'm very I'm quite proud to have been able to do it, but I don't think I could ever replicate it. So I'm glad it happened on the stream. No. Do I need the treasure? No. Do I want the treasure? Yes. I think I've just realized that the way to play this game is gonna be to master the rhythm of hopping. Feels so much faster. I have real doubts about winning this battle. Oh, it's close. We did it. There we go. The one life clear of level 1. I would have told you that was impossible. Usually prefer the Metroid-style Castlevanias. But have played Bloodlines, so it'll be interesting to see if my bad memories of this game still hold up. Or if I'm liking this game all these years later. What did you think about Bloodlines? Did you like it? I really like Castlevania Bloodlines. So I mentioned before that I think I mentioned that I was an NES kid growing up, and my preferences do lean toward Nintendo stuff, but if you want proof that I'm not biased, I will say that I like Bloodlines better than Castlevania 4. I have to admit, it's a pretty indefensible opinion. But Bloodlines just feels more like a Castlevania game to me. Castlevania 4 is too different for my taste. It looks and sounds amazing, but the gameplay is not what I know and love about Castlevania. It's too free. I do like that the game has like 1,000 levels. It's a really big game. Alright, this is a new PB. We've made it further than we've ever been. Oh, there's no way! There's no way I'm gonna make it past this Medusa room with the joystick controls. Are you kidding me? Oh, if I still had that stopwatch, it might have been possible. Losing that stopwatch killed the run. Oh no, where are you going, Simon? Should run soft lock %? Yeah, I'm pretty good at that. I'm pretty good at breaking games. I'm better at breaking games than I am at beating games. Joystick controls for that. This could take a while. Yeah, I know. I know. It's like it's bad enough when up is jump on a D-pad, but when up is jump on a joystick? Abandon all hope. Ooh, box of treasure. I knew there was a treasure somewhere around there. I did not remember how to spawn it. First Pixel's favorite is Symphony of the Night. My favorite of the Metroid-style Castlevanias is probably Order of Ecclesia. I mean, not even probably. But I've only played 2 of them. I've only played Symphony of the Night and Order of Ecclesia. So this is what happened before. I guess it seems that my copy of the game is perhaps not a good copy, or there's some incompatibility between it and the C64 Mini, because the game over screen just goes to this gray crash, and I can't seem to find any way to bring it back from this screen. So ideally, I'd like to sit and try and go through the whole game, but unfortunately, I don't know that it's possible with this. No, Circle of the Moon. Circle of the Moon is good, but I remember it being good, but I don't remember it well. I did actually play Circle of the Moon. I forgot about that one. Circle of the Moon was the first one that I played. And I spent a lot of time with it. I don't know if I ever beat Dracula. I know I made it to him. I don't think I ever beat him, though. Never played most of Ecclesia and Between the Glyphs, and that Scorpion Crab boss in the elevator. Lost interest, and I've never tried to play that game again. It's a pretty tough game, and I know the boss that you're talking about. You have to, I think you have to approach Order of Ecclesia with, I think you have to approach it with a mindset more similar to older Castlevania games. Um, a lot of the sort of Metroid style Castlevanias, you can sort of exploit their RPG elements to get by a lot of the harder parts of the game, and I don't feel like that is as easy to do in Ecclesia. Sorry to raid and run, but it's bedtime. No worries, Matt. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate you dropping in on us. It's always great to have you here, my friend, and I look forward to seeing you again. But yeah, sleep well. Sleep well, my friend. So we can take a look at. I actually have another Konami game on here. Let me see if I can pull it up. The thing is, so we'll take a brief look at this. The thing is, though, it's less playable than Castlevania. And again, it might have something to do with my particular copy, but you'll see what I mean. So this is C64 Contra. And I'm a big fan of Contra, right? I've played hundreds and hundreds of hours of Contra. I've done deathless runs in any percent, low percent, and 100% in Contra. This is the most difficult. This is the most difficult version of Contra that I could possibly imagine. Because the thing is, like, look, I'm using a joystick. I'm using a joystick to run and to fire, but look down at the bottom of the controls there. Look at how you jump. With the space bar on my separate keyboard. I don't even know how do I press spacebar while I'm holding a joystick. Unlimited lives? We don't need unlimited lives. I'm a master of Contra. What do you mean unlimited lives? Put it on the floor and use your foot. That's actually not a bad idea. Because I really don't know how I'm going to do it. I actually found that out earlier today when I was testing these. You can see I didn't test them very far because I didn't know about the Castlevania crash. Tried playing the first Metroid game with the keyboard. Couldn't get past the first few screams / rooms. Am I playing what version of Contra First Pixel? Is that, you mean, am I playing any of the PlayStation Contras? I don't actually own any of the PlayStation ones. So I don't really have any plans of playing them. All right, well let's see if I can do this. I have my serious doubts. If I clear one level, I think it's going to be a miracle. Nice. It looks like crossing the bridge. Yeah, I think crossing the bridge is impossible. There's always guys waiting for me on the other side of the bridge. Why'd they make those turrets so small? I can't aim at them. That's a spread gun. That's not supposed to be a spread gun, but it is. It's pretty close to 1-for-1 to Contra. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's pretty close. Oh, you know what? That should be a spread gun. I think I was wrong. I think I was being a know-it-all, and I know nothing. Okay, there's no time limit. Let's just go slow. Opening this power crate down here. I mean, yeah, there's supposed to be 2 exploding bridges, and there's only 1. Alright, yeah, that is not supposed to be a spread gun. That's supposed to be a... That's supposed to be a machine gun. The enemy's bullets just fall on you. They come out. They don't fire straight. They lob out of the end of their guns and fall. The NES version looks better if you complete it. The NES version looks way better. But I mean, most of the stuff is represented here. They've got the turrets in the right places. A power-up capsule is missing. Why can't up be jump? I know why it can't be, because you have to aim up in this game, but... I'm still gonna cry about it. I'm so helpless. All right, let's see about this idea about putting the keyboard on the floor. I like this idea. Let's see if I can operate this with my foot. Probably not. I made it further, but I'm not jumping very much. So I don't know that this has been a good idea. It's not been a bad one, though. Nope. Oh, that's the boss. No! Alright, we've seen the stage 1 boss. I'm not, the enemies lobbing their bullets onto me. I keep running into them. Wow, how many hits do the turrets take? Are we gonna clear a level? We cleared a level. It has the behind the back stages. I thought for sure if they cut anything, they were going to cut these. No, we don't get to continue. No wonder it gave you an option for unlimited lives. It doesn't let you continue. Oh, I was so hopeful. I thought maybe we would actually be able to, like, do something. Maybe we'd be able to make it through the game. We brute force it. Not if I have to do it all in 3 lives. I still don't even know how to jump properly with my foot. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Master Tuesday. So yeah, that's the kind of nightmare that this game is. I just don't. No. I can't. Oh yeah, you can't jump out of the water. Having jump on a completely separate device is just unworkable. It's unworkable. Who can play Contra like this? I can't figure out a way to hold the joystick so that I have an extra finger to press the keyboard with. I don't have the brain power to figure out how to do it with my foot like I was advised to do. Why would you make this? You beat Echo, you can do this. I mean, I could maybe do it. I need a partner to press the jump button for me. I need a 2-player mode. I think we've got to be just happy we beat a single level. Why? Isn't my life hard enough? Why do you have to have enemies coming in from behind me? This was in 1988 after the NES version was out. That's not terribly surprising to me. I mean, the thing about the Commodore is it can only understand one button, so... But they really should have made up jump. I think I'm pretty well on record for hating up to jump, but up should really be jump in this game. Infinite lives may be required. I just really don't think there's a point to playing through it like that, though. If it's not playable without an infinite lives cheat, then it's really not worth playing, right? It's so frustrating. Yeah, I just it would be playable. It would be playable if I had a jump button. But trying to use a joystick and the keyboard are not. I only need one key, and it's just not doable. There is no way to master this. Pookie, is this Contra? It's something like Contra. It clearly has limitations. This is Contra on the C64. You play it with joystick and spacebar. Is joystick and button to run and fire, and spacebar to jump. It is impossible. Even if it had just been the opposite, I could just rest my foot on the spacebar. Like, why didn't they have it? If they couldn't make up jump, they should have made the button jump. And they should have just had you auto fire constantly. No fire button, just constant turbo. There's a tremendous input delay with the jump, too. I don't know if it'll communicate across the stream. But like, oh, you can't jump out of the water, so I can't show you. But it's like 3, 2, 1, jump. 3, 2, 1, jump. Oh, that one time he didn't jump. 3, 2, 1, jump. I don't know if that guy's head can hurt me. It reminds me of Super Mario Bros. On a TI-83 calculator. It's about that quality. It's about that quality of experience. I have a crane fly in my room. It's a harmless bug, but it looks like a nightmarishly massive mosquito. I think I need to kill it with fire. Crane flies do look scary, but yeah, they're pretty harmless, so... I don't know. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I don't tend to have much mercy for insects that wander into my domain. All right, my friends. This game is unmanageable. That's all there is to it. So maybe we look at one other thing that has potential to be decent. And then we can call it a night, probably. So let's kill things. Let me take a look. All right, I'm gonna go back to... Let's go back to the sort of simple style of platformers I was enjoying at the start of the stream. Let's take a look at Manic Miner. We already played a miner game, but why not check out another one? I recognize the piece of music, but I can't think of what it is. So we've got another, it has music, but it's so quiet. Another sort of single screen platformer here. When it comes to C64 stuff, this is what I really like the C64 for. Might not be what other people get into, but what I really like about the C64 are all these single screen platformers. Well. Run! What is that even? I thought it was like a bird, but it looks like its mouth is in its stomach. I think that green stuff kills us. Oh, when we fail, we get punished with terrible music. It sounds so much worse than before. That's a nightmare. Our life bar is contextualized by how much air we have down in the mine. I don't know why these plants are poisonous. Come on. Oh, squashed and subjected to auditory torture again. So clearly we have to get the keys. I'm doing the same, like, bad jump there so frequently. Clearly we have to get the keys. I'm not sure, but I think we probably have to come back down to that box on the bottom right when we're done, too. I knew it. I don't remember those crashing sounds before. Okay, we'll get this. I just need to, you know, get a feel for the jump. It's tremendously floaty. Once I feel how the jump works, I'll be able to do all right. Oh no! That was supposed to be a celebratory cheer, but it turned into a cry of despair as the ground crumbled beneath me. Oh, if I mess that up, I don't think we can recover. Once the ground crumbles, like, we can't get over there to the right. Go, 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 go. Oh, I think the ground that crumbles actually does look different from the ground that doesn't. And it doesn't crumble instantly, so yeah, if we keep jumping, we're okay. We do have to get back down there. Oh, no. Oh, no. I did not hit that plant. So of the games we've played tonight, the first game and the second game, Dino Eggs and Miner 2049er, those are both very similar to this. They're the same sort of single screen platformers. And yeah, I think I could play these types of games pretty much all day myself. The more sort of ambitious platformers that you come across, like Impossible Mission and the adventure games, I want to like them, but they lose me because I'm not smart enough to figure out how to play them. Nice. It's not deadly to fall down there. That's great news. We might actually make it out of here. Do you think this is going to kill me if I probably shouldn't. I was going to just try and walk under it, but you know what? That would be an error, wouldn't it? Oh, we cleared a screen. Oh. Hey, we've got penguins. And we're collecting, it looks like popsicles, right? I don't think I can jump up here, can I? Nope. No. I wonder if I can jump through those bricks. Probably not, right? How about up here? Jump, jump. Marvelous. Oh, we're gonna do it. Cold room, victory. Now I'm a master. I cleared one level, now I can clear them all. These levels are so much easier than that first one. It really started us off in a tough spot. Oh no, I can't jump high enough for that platform. We've got to go up the other way, and look. All of that ground up there crumbles. And there's spiders we have to watch out for. This is a disgusting level. I knew I wasn't going to make it. Sad. Very sad. I think I'm on my last life now. No, he can walk all the way over here. Okay, great. Hey, we can pass under him. Perfect. 3 levels in. Is that a mistletoe? Is it gonna fall on me? Okay, this room doesn't look so bad at a glance. There really are just a lot of spots, though, where you only have one opportunity to make it past. No! That... I will say, I hate that it does this to us. Buddhafinger says, good night, everyone. I must be off. Thank you for being here, Buddhafingers. Thank you again for the resub. And we'll see you again. Enjoy the rest of your night. Or if you're going to sleep, sleep well. I jumped too early. So we'll see. I'm going to give this a couple more attempts. I don't know how many levels we're going to clear. I felt like we were doing pretty good there for a while, though. But with only 3 lives, seemingly no way to earn extras. Progress may be very difficult. It may be very difficult to make substantial progress. The hitboxes on some of these things. I really just don't feel like I'm hitting stuff sometimes. I don't know who or what our character is supposed to be, but he kind of looks like a cartoon bear of some kind. Yeah, I didn't come anywhere near that key. The hitboxes in this game are wacky. To my benefit and my detriment. We had one run that was so great. And we could maybe replicate that success if I could only clear the first level. They start you off with a level that's so hard. I don't know. I don't know that I can get behind this game. As much as I like this style of game, of the three that we've played like this tonight, this is far and away the one that I would have to say I kind of like the least. And it's all because of these hitboxes. I don't feel like I'm anywhere near these objects, and so it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating to lose a life when you don't feel like you deserve it. As we all know. Alright, experiment time. I'm going to inch very slowly up to this plant, and let's just see how close I can get before I die. There's a lot of space in between us. Well, look at that. Now that's pretty close. Now how come I can't get that close when I jump above it? Like right there, I didn't touch anything. I swear I didn't touch anything. I don't know what's wrong. This game's making me cry. I don't like this feeling. I'm nowhere near those keys. Like, at least it goes both ways, I guess, but I don't have to actually touch any of the keys to collect them, but I don't know. I think I'd rather have to touch the keys and have to touch the things that kill me than live in this, like, constant state of confusion about why my lives are being taken away. Sparrow, welcome in. I didn't think you were gonna make it. you kind of didn't because we're really late into the stream. I was talking about you earlier. Sparrow's the only reason I can even stream C64 games. I hope that you're okay. Better late than never, this is true. And I'm happy to have you here anytime you can be here. I just, I do wish I would have gotten to enjoy your company a little earlier. We've had quite a few adventures, and you might could have helped me, because some of the stuff I played, I can figure out what to do. So we played Dino Eggs, which was actually a childhood game that I had. I'd forgotten about it completely until I watched a video on YouTube. I wish I could remember. If I remember who did it, I would share. I think they were called something like Mame Meister. I don't know. The only thing I ever saw by them was they had a video talking about C64 platformers, and I pulled a lot of the ones for tonight from his list. But Dino Eggs was one that I actually had as a kid, and I just didn't remember it until today. And so we played that, and that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. We played Miner 2049er, which I had never played before. That one was pretty good, very Donkey Kong-like. You had Dino Eggs too, right on? Yeah, it's a good one, isn't it? I hope you are as fond of it as I am. Hey, we have another raid coming in. This is Wanye. Wanye Live, welcome to the stream. Hey, thank you for the raid. I didn't, Sparrow. I didn't try that one because you weren't here. Welcome in, Ness Kessler. Good to see you again. And Creaky Siren. Welcome to the stream. Howdy to you. So we're hanging out on the C64 tonight. I've been just playing random games. Some of them have gone really well. Some of them have gone less well. I was just kind of giving a rundown of what we've been playing. But let's shout out Wanye. I've had some good times watching Wanye streams, and if you want to give him a follow, use that link there, my friends. I've enjoyed his playthrough of Ocarina of Time, and I would recommend giving a follow so you can check it out for yourself, and have a good time as well. What were you guys doing tonight? Guacamelee. I've heard the title before. It's a cute title, but I have no idea what the game is. But I hope you're having fun. If you're gonna stick around, Sparrow, we can play it. I can hang around. I can go a bit longer, and we can play that. I'm gonna give this game a little bit more of its due. But ooh. That music, it punishes you. It's like a Metroidvania. Right on. Alright, we'll do that after this then. This game is great too. I never had it myself. I'm a little frustrated with this game, Sparrow. If you watch closely, you will notice that the hitboxes in this game are frustrating. Metroidvania with decade-old memes. Cute time capsule with fun gameplay. I'm afraid decades-old memes are probably the only ones that I would even relate to at this point. What is the Metroidvania with memes? Guacamelee. Looks a bit like C64's answer to Jet Set Willy. Oh, so if you've just come in, my friends, a quick summary. I'm Frownie. I stream several nights a week. Primarily a retro variety streamer, but I do branch out into the occasional modern Nintendo game, or an indie style, or a retro style indie throwback. NES to N64 is my real sweet spot, but I do enjoy going off-roading from time to time, as we're doing tonight. Primarily, I'm into collecting and working on original hardware. I'm really lucky to have built up a retro collection back when it was still affordable to do so, and so I kind of feel obligated to use my physical stuff. It'd be a real waste to have it and not use it. And I just like the tactile feel of it usually. We're not on original hardware with the C64 though. Retro consoles are my thing. Retro PCs, not so much. So we're on the C64 Mini tonight, which I think is a pretty serviceable way to play these games. I think if you're into stuff like this, it's not a bad way to go. And yeah, I play through games blind. I play a wide variety of, cute and casual stuff like Yoshi's Story, and hard as nails stuff like Ghosts and Goblins. And the chat gets to sort of relax and chill out while I suffer. That's pretty much what we do. It's been so long since I've seen outside the first stage. Gonna grab some lunch. Good luck with this, with the wonky hitboxes. Thank you. Thank you again for the raid. Much appreciated, Wanye. And I look forward to seeing you again. Enjoy your lunch, my friend. Oh, Pookie. I was just thinking, I saw again that image that you posted in the Discord about the AI generated Batman eating a hot dog. What? I just don't even know what to say in response to it. It makes me feel that perhaps, yes, maybe our technology has gone too far. I think I took fall damage earlier. So I'm scared to make these big jumps. Oh, but I'm sorry, I was running down what we played tonight. We played Dino Eggs, which is great. I loved it. Fantastic game. Maybe I'm influenced a bit by nostalgia, but... Yeah, we took fall damage there. I don't understand. I don't understand how we're supposed to get out of there. We played Miner 2049er, which is like kind of Donkey Kong inspired. That's a lot of fun. I played... Sorry, I gotta mute that awful music. Everybody is a Wally. I played that for an hour. I couldn't figure out what to do. I was lost and terribly confused. I tried out Impossible Mission. That game seems alright. Impossible Mission seems alright, but again, I didn't know what I was doing. I couldn't understand all the photograph pieces. It was too cryptic. We looked at Castlevania on the C64, a very one-for-one accurate port. Castlevania, I would like to play through further, but my copy of it that I have currently is apparently bugged because when you game over, it crashes. It doesn't let you continue. So, and I'm not good enough for the 1cc Castlevania on C64. So we tried it a bit, but I'm gonna have to find another copy of it or something. We played Contra, which is miserable. To play Contra on the C64, you move with the joystick, you fire with the button, and you jump with the space bar. I cannot operate a joystick and a keyboard at the same time. I tried my best. I even tried using my foot to jump, and I cleared the first level somehow. But again, like there are no continues in that game, so it's awful, an awful mess. And then we switched over to which these like single screen platformers. Like this is what I love about the C64. I love these sort of single screen platformer type games. You know, this Popeye, Space Taxi was really good. That's a single screen game, not really a platformer, but really good. Cider Spider, Donkey Kong. The AI Batman has quite the luscious lips. He definitely looks like he's hungry for those hot dogs. Let me catch up because Sparrow's said quite a few things I think that I've overlooked, and I don't want to miss any of the chat. If I've missed anything, if you came in and I failed to greet you or I missed something you said, my apologies. I try to pay good attention to the chat, but sometimes with games you're not allowed to pause. It gets a bit rough. Um, is it up to jump in this game? No, it's not. I wish it were up to jump in Contra. It would have been playable. I hope it is because it will have warmed you up. No. No spoilers, Sparrow. What are you doing? I'm happy you like the C64 this way, Frownie. Honestly, as nice as it is to own the real deal, they really are starting to fall apart lately. Well, see, that's the thing. Yeah, I would like to have a real C64 on the one hand, but there's just no way. There's no way that I could be responsible for the maintenance that it would need. That makes you feel sick. I remember Miner 49er. I remember being a little bit scared of it for some reason. I was young. Yeah, I tried Impossible Mission. I couldn't figure it out. I'm shocked to hear Contra and Castlevania were released. Yeah, they're both on C64. They both look really good. And I'm sorry, Castlevania is like, so far as I saw, it's basically one for one the NES game. I didn't notice anything missing from the Castlevania. It looks, it's blocky, like the graphic style is blocky. But like with that, like up is jump, and then you use the fire button for whip. You actually use the fire button for whip and for your sub weapon, and it's based on how long you hold the button. If you tap it, you swing the whip. If you hold it, you get the sub weapon. And I didn't know that was a thing on C64, that the button could do two different things like that. I've never experienced that, I don't think. So that was pretty interesting. But yeah, Contra isn't one for one. It looks really close, but it is abbreviated. Um, there are enemies that are not there, and like the exploding bridge, there's two of them in the NES. There's only one in the C64. Um, so it's mildly abbreviated, but it looks really good. The control is terrible. It's unacceptable. I can't work a joystick and a keyboard at the same time. Especially not the way I hold the joystick. I should go. Thank you for the good mood. Thank you, First Pixel. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you stopping by. Thank you, and I hope you have a good rest of your day or night. I'm not really sure what time it is wherever you are, but I hope you have a good time. All right. So this game, I'm gonna move on from this game because I'm not making a whole lot of progress, and I'm being punished a lot by that terrible music. I feel bad because I feel like I've rushed through a lot of games tonight now, and like I usually like I really like to give a game like a half an hour to an hour. And we might have come close to that for this, but I don't really like rushing from one game to another really fast. I like to sit with a game for a while typically. But we'll move on. We'll try out the great Giana sisters. I sampled all my games that I'm playing tonight to try and figure out how to make the joystick work for them. Basically, my copy of the Giana sisters might be bugged because it looks a little glitchy. The sequel to Manic Miner is Jet Set Willy. Well, there you go. Had a quick look. You notice how it's really blocky stretch graphics, and the game doesn't have it. There's a high resolution mode for some sprites, but it came at the cost of other things. Single screen games that have a have had. I noticed it's the single screen games that have high res graphics. Maybe games that scroll cost some sort of CPU power. Oh, we also looked at a game called Trolley Wally. I don't know if you know that one, Sparrow. It looks like it's sort of like a Metroidvania where you play as a big monster, but it glitches too much when it scrolls. It's agonizing to look at. Um, so I only just showed that off for a moment. Some other games that I picked out. So these are games we did not play. That might be coming up in the future are Blagger, Bruce Lee, Infernal Runner. That's it. I thought the list was going to be longer. So those are some other things I picked up that we might take a look at. Infernal Runner really looked interesting. Blagger looked a lot like this game. And Bruce Lee, I don't even really know. It looked like another platformer. So I don't know if you know any of those, but those are things we might play too. But let's switch. We're gonna play we're gonna take a look at the Great Giana sisters. I'm gonna switch things over. Which version do I need to use? This one. It did. It did the behind the back sections. Excuse me. You see, I don't know if it's showing up in the capture. It isn't. All right, so like on my screen, I have some weird graphical artifacts. They had to use half the scene. Had to use half the scene to do it. Some momentary pauses. I mean, we'll we'll see. The flickering, yeah, that. Oh yeah, I saw a little bit of it. There's a lot more on my screen than there is for you guys, though. The capture doesn't grab that a lot, and the scroll stuttering is just because I have a weak capture device. I think it moves smoother on my screen. Sorry. All right, so let's try it out. If you've never seen this game, it might be very familiar to you. I've actually never played it before, but I know what it is by reputation. And it's playing way too fast. Does that mean I got a PAL version? Oh, maybe because I'm playing it in NTSC when it's a PAL game. True. It's alright. I kind of like the, artifacts. They add some character to it, right? So we should be able to jump on enemies then, right? Oh no. Was that? It is. It's firepower. It didn't change anything. Weird. Time over. Oh, you only have 100 seconds? And they're really fast seconds. I need to get moving. I can't stop to look around. Oh no, I ran into an enemy. Hey, that enemy killed me in one hit. That's not right. Right? That's not how it should be. Oh, scary jumps. Ooh, the end of the level. I might be able to change it to PAL in the options. Oh, you're right. Well, let me, when I run out of lives, I'll take a look. I like these crystals that we're collecting. It's kind of cool. This music is so nostalgic to me. So you had this game as a... You had this game as a kid, Sparrow? Look at that hair, bubblegum hair. I don't know if I've heard that term. Okay, that works. Good. For some blocks. Oh no, do I live here now? Okay, we're good. Oh, can I run? I'm gonna run out of time again! This was all I had. I knew Mario existed and I knew it was better, but this is all I had and I loved it. Alright, let me take a look around here real quick. See if I can, Alright, let me change it to PAL and see if that makes a difference. Love the wind noises at the beginning. Whoever did the music was kind of a genius. Oh, I don't see any artifacts. You might be right about the PAL thing. Does the music sound better to you now, too? Still sounds too fast, we'll see. Alright. I didn't think it sounded much different. Yeah, we just don't want to wait around for, I think it's just the it's just the capture sparrow. It doesn't look as bad for me. Again, I run off of a pretty cheap setup here. All right, let's go above. Let's do the old Mario walk above the level thing. Oh, we got some water down there. Oh, that's the end of the level. All right, kind of short levels. Oh, she's supposed to be spitting bubble gum? That's what your sister and the girls at school told you? Fair enough. I assume because the power-up is a lightning bolt, I assumed it was just like a ball of electricity or something. I mean, it's coming out of her forehead. Is that our version of a Koopa? But we can't kick it. Oh no. Oh no. Kirby might be insurmountable. Let's jump over him. Platform's gonna crumble. They do. No! No! I made it and then I choked. Your sister loves this game. She doesn't play Mario at all, but she'll play this. Yeah, I never knew this existed until I don't know, until I was old enough to research weird Nintendo trivia on the internet. So far as a scrolling platformer on the C64, it's not bad. I mean, it might look pretty choppy in the capture, but it's pretty smooth for me. So far as these things go, it's pretty impressive. A lot of scrolling on the a lot of attempts at scrolling on the C64 are pretty rough. We really have to do the speed timings right, though. I think it's making the timer run out faster than it normally would. I don't know, Sparrow. I don't know what to do about that. If even if the game did run slower, and then the clock ran slower, but the problem would be my character would move slower, so I would still have the same amount of time, right? The title screen music is so dramatic. All games should be played in PAL on the C64 unless you specify, unless you specifically have an NTSC version. Otherwise, you'll be playing it much faster. It's not really that much faster, right? It's like, what, 12% faster? I guess that's a lot. But you see, if a lot of these games, the music used to scare you, I was scared of a lot. With a lot of these games, one of the things about them, though, Sparrow, is I haven't played a lot of them, so I don't have a basis for comparison. So even if it is sped up, they seem fine to me, because I don't know what it should be like. It's like a lot of Game Boy games. I play Game Boy games on the Super Game Boy a lot, and it speeds them up slightly when you do that, but they don't feel weird to me because that's how I'm used to playing them. That's a rough jump. When up is jump, there's a lot of opportunities for you to have a real bad time, you know? X marks the spot. Oh, I don't like this jump. I don't like this at all. Oh, that's scary. Then you have the basics down, so I'll do less typing and more watching. Oh, now this is a Bowser's Castle right here. And by all means, Sparrow, type away. One hit kills. I don't like that. It's hard to understand what the point of the power-ups are. I mean, I get why you still want the lightning ball, but why is there an intermediary power between small and lightning? There's a warp in this level. I doubt I'm gonna find it. You don't want me taking warps, right? That would mean I'd miss parts of the game. We want to beat it, Can I walk across this, or I have to jump? Okay, I can walk. Good. It's a hermit crab? I may discover warps by accident. We'll see. I'm on my last life. Well, I might not discover a whole lot except a tombstone. Just run for it. See you later. The hermit crab was the only thing I could guess. That looks like it's bad when it happens. But I guess, what is that enemy? What is it? I don't even know what I'm looking at. Looks like lobster claws. Everything looks like a crustacean to me now. Alright, that's a wasp, or a bee. Finally, something I recognize. Oh no! Moving platform! Oh, it's the end of the level. Can you run? Well, I got lucky there. I probably should have died. I don't think there's a run button. Yeah, but it does. It does have a Mario feel because she gains momentum the same way Mario does. Even just with the walk. It feels, I would say it feels somewhere in between Mario's walk and run. It's not nearly as slow as Mario's walk, but it's not as fast as his run. But again, I'm playing with a weird timing apparently, so the real game could feel like anything. That was pretty good. Put in my name. Stage 7, look at that. I'm today's greatest. There are 32 stages. It's be rough. It's be rough to make it through 32 stages with 3 lives and no continues. I don't even think I've seen a double lightning bolt, Sparrow. Alright, well, from the top. We can play this for a while yet. Shouldn't go a whole lot longer, but we can go a bit longer. I'm approaching the 8-hour mark for the stream. I mean, I told it to play in PAL mode. I don't know what else to do, Sparrow. I went to the settings and switched it from NTSC to PAL. If there's something more technical, it's probably going to be beyond my comprehension. Yeah, if you discover anything, feel free to let me know. I'll do the fine tuning, but you got to tell me how. Something with a setup wizard? Oh my. I think that was the first life lost, but... It's a shame to lose any on levels we've already seen. I don't have time for this. Oh, I don't like that enemy. This looks like whenever you watch a movie and the characters in the movie are playing a fake game on the TV. This looks like the fake game that characters in a movie would be playing. An interesting story about the whole Commodore computer. A certain man by the name of Jack Tramiel caused waves of the microcomputer world and beyond. Talked about a lot less than Steve Jobs. Oh, yuck. Where'd we get? Stage 5? Yeah, that's nowhere near as good. I'm losing skill. Alright, one more time. This will probably be our last run of the night. Hang on. I'm gonna throw this this attempt away, and we're gonna try fresh. Laser focus this time. All right, that's what we're gonna do. I mean, I'll definitely try this again at some point. A handful of the games that we played tonight, I'd like to play again at some point, but. But there are many other things to explore too, so we'll do a balance. I need to look for the elusive double lightning bolt. Multiple coin blocks straight out of Mario. I don't really like cheesing the stage like this, but when you've got no continues. Sometimes you have to engage in bad behavior. That wind effect is very weird. It's a very odd choice to me. I really hoped that that was gonna work. I'm not surprised it didn't, though. No! I can't lose a life. Naughty Animal, welcome in. Thought your title said Super C on Super C64, and I was like, Contra is not on Commodore. I gotta let you know, there is a Contra port on the Commodore. I don't know about a Super C, but there is a Contra port. We played it earlier tonight. It's terrible. Welcome to the stream, though. Very pleased to have you here. Contra on the C64, you move with the joystick, you fire with the joystick button, and you jump with the spacebar. It's dreadful. You have to hold a joystick and a keyboard. I put the keyboard on the ground and was trying to step on the spacebar when I needed to jump. But I'm not coordinated enough to pull it off. I'm bleeding lives now. The horror. I know. We played Castlevania too. Castlevania on the C64 is actually decent. It's almost... I mean, I didn't get to see the whole game. My copy crashes at the game over screen instead of letting you continue. So I was only able to make it into stage 2, but it's from what I saw, it's basically 1-for-1. It's pretty decent. I mean, it's no Nintendo game. I like the C64 a lot, but it's a little bit outclassed when it comes to side-scrolling platformers. Using the foot pedal to jump, I know. If I played electric guitar more, I would be used to using foot pedals, and I would have succeeded, but I don't need to make that jump. I can make this one. Here we go. Gotta cheese another level. The last life demands it. Oh no! Oh, never mind. I'm not cheesing anything. I use the foot pedal mostly for when I used to speedrun. What did you speedrun? I'm not much of a speedrunner. I used to speedrun Castlevania The Adventure on Game Boy. That's the only game I've ever worked on. Yeah, we'll go again. I feel like I botched that attempt. I don't think that should be our last run. Do enjoy watching the old C64, Atari, etc. consoles. It's amazing how good they look. Oh yeah, we did an Atari night last week. I don't do C64 and Atari all the time. C64 I've been slacking on for a while, but I like to try and do them about once a month. Mostly, I'm kind of like NES to N64 is like my real era, but I did have this stuff when I was a kid, and it is a lot of fun to come back to it. The C64 I spent a lot of time with as a kid, and the Atari I had, but I don't really remember it very well. I've explored that mostly as an adult on the stream, and yeah, there's some really fun stuff on them. It's just when they try to do what the NES is good at, they're not as good at those things. But like with those more like single screen kind of games, there's some really great stuff. One point used to speed rate the Great Waldo Search. Held all the world records except one. Did some other minor stuff too. C64, Atari, etc. Got depressed real bad and deleted it all. I'm sorry to hear that. Your first console / computer is the Odyssey 2. My Sparrow, you don't have to stick up for the C64. You know we love it. C64 was released 3 years before the NES in the 1980s. Tech, that was a pretty huge gap. The one thing not to forget was the C64 was a microcomputer. Spent a lot of time playing games, but it did a lot more too. This is true. I'm not trying to put the C64 down when I say that it can't do the same things as the NES. It's admirable how it tries. But you're not going to find dino eggs on the NES, so. The C64 is nothing to worry about. Heavily into arcade games in the 80s and 90s, some computer stuff, mostly the Apple II. So I had the C64 is where I first played games as a kid, and we had an Atari 2600. I remember nothing about it except the fact that we had it. But then we got an NES, and that was the first, like, you know, the C64 is my dad's computer. The NES was the first, like, gaming machine we got that was mine when I was a kid, so that's what that's like what I really cut my teeth on. And I've always been more of a console gamer than anything else. Not as much PC or arcade for me. But it is, you know, but it is a lot of fun to try and explore those things now. Started with the Sega Master System. Yeah, I didn't even know the Master System existed until probably until I was an adult. You know, the first thing I ever knew about Sega was the Genesis, and even then, I didn't really have any friends who had one. There's a huge array of games on the C64. You'd never in a million years see on an NES. Well, we don't want to play any of those games on the stream, Sparrow. That actually makes me afraid sometimes to play the C64 because I'm worried about the content that of games that might be suggested to me. It makes me afraid to take people's suggestions. Because I don't know what's going to be inside some of these games sometimes. I know I know you wouldn't recommend those. I couldn't give you a sword if I couldn't trust you, Sparrow. All right, so played Leisure Suit Larry. It was so controversial back then. Yeah, I probably didn't. I don't think I definitely didn't know about that. Look, I did the same thing. I died on the first enemy. Oh, it's so bad. It's like dying to the first Goomba in Mario Bros, right? There were far worse. I'm aware of some of the stuff that was on I'm aware of some of the stuff that was on the Atari 2600, so I can imagine what the C64 could do. Maybe we can we kind of steer away from these games. I prefer to not have you know, we try to keep chat a little bit more family friendly, right? I'm not saying anyone's over the line, but I really don't want to keep moving in this direction. I don't think me or anybody I knew were computer savvy enough to be able to put any games onto the computers at school. All the school computers were, I think all the school computers were Macs or Apple products of some sort. And the only computer that I knew for the longest time was the C64. We had so in my home we had the C64, and then I think when I was in middle school, we got a laptop that had some version of DOS on it, and I mean it was like, oh, I can't stand still. I forgot the timer. It was like a 60-pound laptop with a 30-pound battery. It was a beast of a computer. And we had that, and then I think when I was in high school, we got a computer with Windows XP on it. And like that was it. Like those were the 3 computers that were in my home when I was young. Like when I was growing up. Oh, things that make you want to shake your fist, right? Falling down. I disagree. I was on a higher level than that enemy. That should have counted as a jump. That should have squashed. It's a janky hitbox. It happens. It happens. The game I played before this, so Manic Minor. It's I would have liked to like that game more, but that game has some real bad hitboxes. I might need to try and find some of those warps you were talking about the next time I play this, Sparrow. It's all right. I don't need them. I don't need them tonight. I'm on my last life anyway. And you don't tell me where they are. Don't spoil it for me. I'm just saying next time I play, I might try and find them. There's a double lightning bolt. I've never seen such a thing. And it got away from me. Your school had a room full of Commodore 64s in '93 when they were about 8 years out of date. Yeah, we had well, when I was real young, it was mostly Apple products, but then there were some maybe Windows 98 computers in the computer lab later on, but we didn't do a whole lot with them. Pretty much, really the only thing I remember computer related was typing classes. We did a few things, like we learned to use Microsoft Encarta and stuff like that. And there were a couple, like, sort of creative pieces of software we got to use from time to time. But it was mostly just keyboarding skills. Alright, but I think that's going to be it, my friends. I think we're going to wrap up the stream. I've really enjoyed talking with you. And thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here, Sparrow. And Naughty Animal, thank you for joining us. And everybody else who's been chatting with me and been lurking, it's been a pleasure having you here tonight. We'll play more C64 games in a couple weeks. I said, gonna try and fire this up. I'm gonna try to fire it up about once a month, if not, maybe a little bit more frequently, but probably not because I'm always juggling so much stuff. But I'll keep hunting for games and keep being open to suggestions. And we'll come back to it. So yeah, thank you, my friends. I'll look for a raid target. While I do, I'll let you know. Should be streaming again tomorrow night. We'll start up around 10:30, give or take. We're gonna do Super C at the start of the stream. We're gonna continue working on the low percent run of Super C, and then we're gonna play Pikmin 2 for the majority part of the stream. For just however many hours that lasts. And on Friday we'll probably be doing an early stream instead of a late night one. We'll probably pick up in the mid to late afternoon. The plan for Friday is to do Contra to see how many loops of Contra I can do on 1 credit. and kind of have our victory lap and wrap up Contra since we're done with all the challenge runs there. And maybe something after it. I don't know. It kind of depends on how those runs go. How much time we're going to have left. I'm tempted to say I'll do something like look at a no sub-weapon run of Castlevania, but I think that that's something that's probably going to take hours, and so Friday might not be the best day to start that, but I want to take a look at what that run is like soon. I think the teachers were terrified of breaking them. They would have been $3,000 in '93. Let me just taking a kind of a quick scroll through some of the categories I follow. Don't know if we'll find someone new or not, but I'd like to take a quick look here. You have a DJ set you have to do next Wednesday night, and you're really struggling? Struggling, how so, Sparrow? Sorry, I'm always so slow at looking around. I just have certain ideas of like what I like to look for when we're looking for someone new. And I don't know, nothing jumped out at me. All right. I'll raid someone we know. Have to play a certain style for a raid train, deep and soulful house. I'm starting to figure out what to play, to the point where I've just thrown my toys and closed it all off. It's a tough genre to work with, to do it properly, which is very subjective, of course. So I have this feeling that I have one shot to do a good job of it. Oh. I can see. I mean, I wish I could tell you something useful, Sparrow. I don't really, I don't really know much about that sort of type of electronic music though. But I mean, every time I've been in one of your streams, it's been a good time. So I have confidence that you know what you're doing. Be starting about an hour after whatever time it is for you right now. So I assume you won't see. So I assume you won't see it live. Maybe we can raid you, but I don't know. Staying up this late is not something I often do. All right, my friends. I'm sorry to make you wait. I'm gonna push us in the direction of Synth Spacies. Spacies is playing some retro tonight. He's playing Sonic. I guess a lot of people are playing Sonic. It looks like he's might be playing the first one, which is probably the Sonic game I like the best. But keep in mind that I haven't played much. I've only played through each of them once, so my opinions are very, very ill-formed. But we can head over his way and keep him company. It's unusual for you to do it on Wednesday or Thursday too. Well, like I said, I do have confidence in you, my friend. I've seen you perform, and I know that you know what you're doing. So I wouldn't let the nerves get to you. And if I can stay awake, maybe I can give you a raid, and we'll be able to come along with you. All right, my friends, we're heading out. Be well, and I will see you later.